The best and the only way to win in a knock and talk situation is to never, ever, ever open your door for the police. Just as you're under no obligation to allow any citizen into your home, you're under no obligation to open the door for the cops. If the police had a legal right to be in your home, they wouldn't be knocking, they would be kicking. They would kick the door in and raid your house with a search warrant. The mere fact that they're knocking on your door tells you they don't have a right to be in your home, so don't open the door for them. If you hear a knock at your door and upon investigating, you notice it's the police, if your door is not locked, go ahead and lock it right then. I don't open the door for police. If you need to talk to me, have your dispatcher call my cell phone, or we can yell through the window like this. If you have a search warrant, here are my hands, kick the door in.
We've got issues.
Hi, and welcome back to a new edition of We've Got Issues. I apologize for such a long break that I've been on vacation. Been doing it up for a little bit, been doing some schoolwork, but now I'm back. And now it's time to get really raw again. So let me just start off the new episode with a new segment I like to call Facebook Post. Okay, now in this segment, it's just a random post I got on Facebook the other day. So let me go ahead and read it to you. To everybody who is calling for stricter gun laws in light of the tragedy in Tucson, may I offer this little tidbit. If guns kill people, then pencils misspell words, cars drive drunk, and spoons make people fat. Remember, hold the person responsible for their actions, not the means they choose to utilize. Now let me show you my response. I think this country needs to quit holding the means responsible and hold the person responsible. Quit trying to outlaw things just because something happens. We've already tried this before, and I think it was called prohibition. So state and federal governments, quit holding on to this prohibition suggestion. This never worked in the past, and it will never work, because when you outlaw something, it just makes people want it even more. And then that's when real anarchy starts. But I mean, when you outlaw something, it's not that you should go do it. It's that the government should have a reason why they outlawed it and give it to you. So, people, let's not do away with the means, let's make the means harder to get. Like in gun laws, background checks, maybe let's do a psychiatric evaluation. No felonies, I think that's already in place. Now I know this isn't going to stop the bullshit, but it would sure as hell slow it down. It's just like I said before, I would like to see the legalization of marijuana for all states, because this is a harmless drug, no worse than having someone get behind a wheel and drive, and just like these stupid people that try and ban this drug, guess what? People are still buying marijuana, and they're still smoking. Now is that right? No, it's against the law. But you can't ban something just because. You have to give us a good reason. I mean, it's a proven fact that it helps with medical situations. And it's also a medical fact that it's no worse than alcohol. So, let's see here. People are still, okay. So as you can see, get over your lawmaking, banning, taxing asses, and get the fucking program and get your shit together. Shit, I'm tired of hearing about new rules from people who are hypocrites. Your damn selves, full of empty promises and false hope. And on a final note, they shouldn't be called politicians any more than they should be called hypocrites. And their slogan should be, do as we say, not as we do. Because that's what hypocrites do. Okay, let's go into a very familiar segment I like to call Beef of the Day. Okay, so on this Beef of the Day, there's a little thing that happened in town across the river with some lost evidence, some indicting, and some people getting held in jail for no apparent reason. And I'm not going to read the city name because you should already know who the fuck you are. So, I'm calling you out tonight. Are you so low on revenue that you can't just get those young men and women a blank that are criminals themselves to give up false information just because they need a way out of their own criminal charges? Snitches. I mean, shit, do your own work. Snitches are played out. What's the point of getting a badge and a paycheck if you're not going to do anything all day but eat donuts, ride around in your police car, waste gas, and harm decent citizens? That doesn't cause any problems. Why don't you get these multiple offending snitches that you have running around and send them to jail instead? Oh, but wait, that would mean that you would actually have to do work during the day, paperwork, and make real arrests. And what is this shit of, hey, let's get people on warrants, but then tell the accused to just come to the police station and just want to ask them a few questions? Now, isn't that what we call entrapment? That, I think, is bullshit. In my book, why don't you just tell these people the truth instead of being fucking conniving snakes in the fucking grass? Calling all callers, calling all callers. Don't you think that this shit is immoral to a citizen of the United States of America? I've lived in blank almost all my life, and that town isn't nothing but a bunch of crooked ass cops and crooked ass people that would rather suck a cop's dick than serve the time for the crime that they committed. Now, I'm not saying that all the citizens of blank are crooked, but a big part of that town is more crooked than the Rodney King beating. And that's pretty sad. So now I'm calling out all you crooked ass bitches that want to commit crimes and are too scared to do the time. Well, quit getting caught. Quit doing stupid shit. One fucking day you're going to get yours. And I'll be the one watching your ass get arrested, laughing. And I'll be the one, when you still get out of jail, laughing. Because your ass finally couldn't get a cop's dick pulled out to suck. So if you ever heard of karma, well, guess what? She's a vindictive bitch, and she always gets payback. And that's the beef of the day. Now for the rest of the show, I got a super exclusive interview with one of the so-called indictee warrant people, and also going to have another music performance. So stay tuned and come on back after this.